Welcome to Paranormal Outlaws.
Sensitive and offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but our topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, and controversial subjects. Explicit language. Occasionally, our guest or host may use strong language. To a concept including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues. While we aim to handle these topics with care and sympathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Welcome to Paranormal Outlaws. Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello.
Hey, y'all.
Howdy.
Howdy ho. Howdy ho. I even got the top hat for it. Yeah, I made a boo-boo. Thank you, Renee. Spirit Talker just walked in, so he'll be sitting down in just a minute. Knight Rider will not be with us. He's on investigation. And the Renegade is handling issues, so she'll be returning soon. But you do have the original three amigos, with the exception. We have the Hangman sitting in for the Renegade. So it's all four of us now. There's four.
There he is.
Here I am.
Four of us. Interesting. Slide in, partner.
Saddle up.
I can't get enough of myself.
I noticed you when you were doing the warning.
Yeah.
It's not you're getting into like a little southern.
I know. I was getting a little southern drawl going
like,
on.
Foghorn Leghorn going over here.
I say, boy.
I say, skip this podcast.
And if we will, I say we will be cussing. So, guys, thanks for being able to hang out with us tonight. We got a lot going on in the last couple weeks. Emotionally, energetically, and you just see it, huh?
Yeah.
I brought
nice.
I brought our brother a friend today, so he's just seeing it on the
That's
wall.
awesome. That is so cool.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. But tonight, I everybody was like, "What are we going to talk about tonight?" And Cowboy and Hangman, I was like, I want to do something a little different. And Spirit Talker here was like, "Well, what are we going to do?" I'm like, "Got an idea. I've got an angle.
I got me an idea.
Oh, we lost him. Where'd he go? Oh, he's gonna do. He'll be right back. Oh, hopefully so. Oh, okay. I see what he's doing. So I was like, "Where'd you go?" Now he's laughing at us. There he is. Where'd you
I
go?
went over yonder.
So,
I didn't want everybody looking at my butt, so I shut my camera off.
Hey,
Oh,
you
man.
deprived a lot of women and maybe a few
that's
men
eye
tonight,
candy right there.
right?
Yeah.
How dare you?
So we got our viewers.
Yeah,
Hey, it is single. Just saying.
right. It is your time. Oh, and I think this is your year. I'm just gonna say it. I think this is your
You
year.
Keith.
Gotta be.
Just
Got
gonna
it.
leave it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Putting it out there to the universe.
That's right. Put it out.
Absolutely. I have been a manifesting. You know what?
Yep. Well, you know what? There you go. Drop it, baby. That's it. By the way, you do know there's Bailey's in the freezer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got my Bailey's.
I think I just need the caffeine right now.
I got you. Boy, the hangman's being mighty quiet over there.
Yeah, just a little bit. All
Yeah.
in, man. Taking it all in.
We know Samantha's tickling you. We know with her feet.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Happy in the house.
Okay.
Hey, Sherry Lynn, how are you? And thank you for joining up tonight. Hello.
Thank you, Renee, as always.
Absolutely.
Hey, Rebecca.
Rebecca's in the house. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
So-
sharing is caring.
Share us out, like us, subscribe, and then get involved. Jump in this conversation because we're going to get a little spiritual tonight, and we're going to talk about some possibilities of the paranormal of its future. You like how I said of the possibilities
Oh,
of the
yeah.
future?
I thought
You
it was
like
very
that?
well spoken.
Thank
Yes.
you. Good. We're doing good.
Like you've
Good work.
done this before.
Thank you. Yeah. No, never. Tweedledee and Tweedledum
That's right.
here. Oh, she says I cared. It's you. You're here. That's what matters. We know you care, sweetie. Thank you so much.
Carrie Lynn,
Well,
are you wearing pants?
We're supposed to be wearing pants. Oh, shoot.
I'm not.
Well, there we go.
Little inside joke from a post I made the other night.
Gotcha. She said share it on public page. Ooh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank
We're in the
you.
public.
Public.
Come on.
That's what
You
I'm
go, girl.
That's what I'm talking about.
She is all in. That's what I'm saying. Bravo. Cups up in the air. She's all in.
Renee's giving the YouTube some love.
Oh, yeah. Show the love. Show the love. All right. So I know you all know we can get humorous as hell. We're going to be real cool. We're going to try to keep things under a certain level if we can. Why?
I mean, we'll try. Not sure how much we'll succeed at that. But
Don't we try every single time to keep it
Yeah.
on like one thing, and we just go down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole?
Well, I did read the disclaimer. So, balls to the wall, boys.
Hell
Shall
yeah.
we do this? All right. So, so let's talk a little spiritual before we get into the paranormal. Of course, Carrie Lynn's here. She can jump in and put this in there. Rebecca's in there. Anybody else, if you're watching, let us know you're here. Say hello. Let us know. Let us know. We're thankful you're here hanging out with the Outlaws tonight. Keith.
Yes.
My brother Keith.
Yes.
Let's hit up on some spiritual update, my friend, because you are feeling some serious shit.
Not wrong.
Talk to us, brother.
January was a long year.
Yes.
Hey, Ash.
February was a little shorter, but there was a lot of heavy energies going on. A lot of astrologically, but it's for our higher self, for our higher good. And the less we fight what we're going through, the more we let it flow and deal with it. And learn to understand it and heal it, the better off we're going to be, and it's not going to last near as long as if you fight that flow. But it's not easy going through it every day, getting up, doing the grind, getting ready for work, going to work, dealing with work, coming home,
Being sick.
Yeah.
being sick. And if you're supposed to be sitting down, spirit will sit you down. You may get sick. You may fall down, break your leg. You may get in a car accident. Don't matter. Spirit will find a way to sit you down. So anymore, if I feel like I need to sit down and rest, even if I got stuff I need to get done, I plant myself on the couch and I'm on Netflix. And I'm thinking, I'm processing. And sure enough, there's a lesson that comes through the show that I'm watching that's hitting me now. Or it's something from my childhood that I didn't understand, but I do now. In fact, that happened last night. I was watching my show and I got a picture of my dad up on my entertainment center. And some understanding came in about
Michelle.
his life versus my life. And so I had to pause and reflect on that. And I thank the universe for that lesson. Instead of something that made me depressed, it made me happy because I accepted it and I worked through it. And I was able to talk to Dad, and thank him for what he could do. So it's going to be a rough year, even though it's going to be a better year. I know that cancels each other out, but if you process the information that we're given from the universe, watch the astrology, use it to your advantage, you're going to be a lot better off.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. I mean, we've got a lot of powerful people in the chat right now. So feel free to comment on what Keith just said or your own input. We want to hear from y'all. That's what this show is about. Giving your own insight, giving your opinion. We want to hear it.
Yeah,
and
right here.
Yeah.
This girl, Renee, this girl is so soul tired. There's physical tired, there is mental tired, and there is spiritual or soul tired.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to let the body rest. Sometimes you need to let the mind rest. Sometimes you need to let your soul rest to catch up, to let the upgrades and downloads process. And then your physical body has to catch up with the spiritual body, and it's processed, and it's not easy. So if you need to just veg and be by yourself for a while, do it. If you need to reach out to somebody, do it.
I can say I've seen all three of y'all go through that in the last year. All right.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I'm gonna say it right now because I'm pretty thankful. I mean, today was an interesting day for myself because something happened today that I never thought would happen ever. And I had a great conversation with my stepdaughter, which I would have never thought that was going to happen.
Nice.
Spirit said, "Time to do what you got to do and make everything right."
Yeah.
She did, and I did. So, following in what you were saying, you're right. I think we're envisioning and seeing so much right now on negative and positive. All right. I'm not going to bring the network into this. Hey, Lisa in the house. Hello, hello.
Hey, you.
Oh, you clicked it before I did. I think watching the growth, it was like in stages. I watched your growth, Keith. And then next thing you know, I watched his growth, the Hangman's growth. And then the conversations that me and Spirit Talker have been having. I've been watching everybody. We're all doing this together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And that's one thing about a soul tribe. If I do the work and I help myself, it raises my vibration, which helps everybody else. If you, any one of you, if you do your spiritual work and you raise your vibration, it helps us.
Right. Exactly.
We are our own little collective.
Yeah. That right there.
Collective, when we raise our vibration, we raise the human vibration, which raises the Earth's vibration, which raises the universe's vibration.
With the acknowledgement, if I may, Keith, on this one,
Yes.
is when we raise our vibrations, that means we're attracting not just the positive, but unfortunately, we're drawing in people who want to push that boundary too.
Yes. Moth to a
And
flame.
yeah, I'm going to acknowledge that. And we've seen that even within our community. You like how I said that?
Yes.
Community right now, especially in the last 6 weeks. And to anyone who would like to make an accusation, make your accusation, but don't be cheap about it. And this is not just to us. Again, I'm going to draw the 6-shooter and I'm firing around. Step up, say it to their face. Don't do it behind their back. Don't get on here on your social media, hide behind something and turn people in for stupid stuff and act like a child.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
It's
That.
easy. It's too easy.
Yeah.
That right there. If anybody has an issue with me or what I'm doing, my shows, building my house, holding my job down, whatever, I don't care what it is, who I talk to, who I go out with in the future, I don't give a what it is. If you have an issue with me, pick up the phone and call me, message me, text me, knock on my door. Let's have an open and honest conversation about it, but be open and honest.
Mm-hmm.
I will do the same, and maybe we can figure some things out.
There's
Or-
also another word that's called
and separate.
exactly. And in social collectives, if you will, there's another word that can be used. It's called ignore. Just ignore it. Ignore your intent or just ignore what's being placed upon you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better just not to say anything at all.
It's also called keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I like what Cody just said. She said integrity is the thing. It really is.
You don't have to comment on everything. Not everyone has to know your opinion.
Yeah.
On stuff.
Yeah. And you don't have to be negative.
Yeah.
Right. Should it be said? Is now the time? Is now the place?
Let it go. Let
And
the
are
flow.
these the right words?
Well, see, I've got with some of the younger people I work with, they always feel like their opinion matters. So they got something to say about everything. And I have to remind them about that when they come up and talk to me about things.
Yeah.
It's actually getting a little bit better, but still, to them, it's like second nature.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to read what Sherry just put in there. Sherry Lynn just put a very good point. She said, for some people, drama is their only creative outlet. We do not have to engage. And that's exactly right. And, you know, Renegade drops it and it says, is remember the golden rule. Yeah. Rebecca jumps in and says, sad to say, there will always be those who must throw shade. They simply drive in chaos. And I agree with you.
Right.
Yes. And we have to remember, well, we don't have to, but it's good for us to remember.
Mhm.
Those people may have grown up in that type of environment. So that is their normal. It is not my normal any longer. It used to be, but I repaired that situation. The reason I didn't
Jenny.
in relationships is because that was my normal. Red flags in friendships, that was my normal. It's not my normal anymore. You show me red flags, I'm out.
Melissa. Exactly. I mean, and that's the thing. We and every collective group that's out there must acknowledge the red flag so you can walk away. Did you learn a lesson? What did you learn? Oh, I hear that right now. I hear Deb right now. So what did you learn? We know, yeah, Jim knows that really well.
Yep.
My mentor was amazing with getting into my head. Hey, Danielle, happy birthday, Danielle.
Happy
Birthday.
My mentor was amazing about getting in my head, and she did an amazing job at it. But we, at this point, all of us, not just we, all of us should recognize we know our red flags. We know a red flag. and let's communicate. Just like, Christina talked to me tonight, Christina Spencer. There was a situation. She contacted me. I said, let's take care of it together. And we did, or we are.
Mhm.
So instead of, holding on to even things from 2 years ago, from things a year ago, from 10 years ago, let it go. Right on. We know
It
the
was,
flag.
it was yesterday. Yesterday is heavy. Put it down.
Right.
Let go of those anchors.
Yes.
Move forward.
Drop them into the sea.
That's right.
Battleship chains. Little Georgia satellite.
Yeah.
Battleship chains. All right, so so that's why we do this show, you guys. We
Yes.
get you guys to talk, and we want you to talk to us, and we want your opinions out there. This show is a show, but it started as a live. A lot of y'all know this, and that's why we do it the way we do it now. It's about you guys. It always has been. When Keith and I started doing this, it was always about y'all. It was always y'all's conversation jumping in, and that's what we want.
Becca makes a good point.
Go
here,
for it.
Saying basically, we'd love to help them out, but they have to choose to,
Yes.
cleanse their energies and be willing to be acceptive and receptive.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
You can't
They
make
got to want the help to
them force
receive
the
it.
wall to make them drink.
Yeah, exactly, Keith.
Sorry, Keith. I mean to cut you off there.
No problem. I got a delay, so if I jump on top of you, I apologize.
That's all
Hey.
good, man.
We're jumping.
I mean, you want to jump on top of me?
Yeah.
That's for a different show. That's for
the freaks.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
We
jump.
need to get you wearing a collar.
No, God, not that kind of thing.
Sorry, y'all. It's a
Funny story. I started a Facebook page called The Freaks. That's what I call it, our fans, The Freaks.
right.
Of course, now we're getting people sending us pictures on our page of girls with like their tits hanging out and saying, I'm a freak.
Hey, you can't say that.
You read the thing?
I know, but we can't say that on air.
Oh, well.
Oh, right. I read the disclaimer.
Yeah, you read the thing.
I'm not on the air. I'm on a microphone.
So yeah, I've got a bunch of like pictures of girls with like weird stuff on.
Hey, Aunt Patty.
Hey, Patty.
She's been a little more specific about the kind of stuff I want on that page.
And you know what? Once you said something about it, and I was like, oh yeah. Of course, he's the Vibe and Freaking Awesome Show. He's finally got a Facebook group up, and as soon as he put that name up, I went, oh boy.
Yeah, we definitely got some freaks hanging out in that chat room, that's for sure.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup.
That's right.
Holler if you hear him.
Where are my freaks at?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that too when you set that up.
You like that? That was good, huh?
That was good.
So just knowing that there's a lot going on. I made a post a couple weeks ago telling you to get your surfboards. Here we are. We're riding it hard. Yeah, I should be careful how I'm traveling.
That Keith want to jump on me. How are we riding it hard?
Hey, Rhonda.
Don't forget the wax.
The wax on, wax off.
Yes,
It's the waxer.
Let's not start talking about dishwashers again, okay?
Hey, doing your dishes is important. Just saying. You don't do your dishes, it's just going to build up.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Sound advice.
Hey, Mike. I'm going to try not to go down there because if I laugh too hard, I'll be coughing all the way to the bathroom.
Spitting coughing all over your.
Yeah, no doubt. Christina's in the house.
Christina.
Christina Spencer, we're just talking about you.
All good stuff.
Yeah, all good stuff. No worries. I appreciate you. And then Carrie saying hi. So, yeah, I mean, there is a lot that has going on, a lot there is going on. Hey, Shonda. Shonda in the house, too. Both of the Brookses here. Hello. So, acknowledge what you've been through. Acknowledge the people. And I think maybe some people need to be allowed to speak.
Mm-hmm.
If they talk trash about you in the past,
Excuse me.
give them the opportunity to express to you now why. Open the gate.
Yeah.
Open the communication. That way you
Even
both go ahead.
even then, what I've found is like when people come out of my past and they want to throw shade at me, it's usually because they actually are jealous of how good I'm doing. They actually start to feel like I'm doing better than them.
Which I think is what's happening right now. I
I
agree.
agree.
Keith. I agree exactly, Keith. I think that right now, when you move forward, people see you moving forward. And if they can't be a part of it, then they will get the attention to do so, to be seen for that action.
I want to hold you back instead of push you
You know
forward.
what? I'll go with maybe holding you back. You're right. Rob steps in. My brother is in the house. Yeah, and you want to know what? Before we go any further, I have to say, my brother said a couple of years ago that we are the original Frog Brothers, me and Robert. I have to agree now. I think me and Robert are the original fucking Frog Brothers. I
OG.
dropped the F bomb. I did. My bad. Sorry, YouTube. Thank you, Keith. But let me step in here. It says, man, there are a lot of Scott Irish on tonight. I'm waiting to see what a
The
bunch
Banshees.
has. A bunch. What
Banshees.
the hell, man? Carrie, high intentions, low achievement.
No attachment.
Yep.
Yeah, a low intention, low attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. I would agree
Yeah.
with that one. That's a good point.
Most of the people that I still have throwing shade are still pissed off and jealous because I called them out. I stood up for myself finally and called them out on their behavior, not in a bad way. I explained things. Hey, this is going on. We need to sit down and discuss this to see if we can repair the situation. And that situation was completely turned around by them and all put on me. And the lies were told to their friends, who I thought were my friends, but evidently,
Hey, Marianne.
good thing they're not. But the whole thing is, I had the courage to stand up for myself honestly and openly. And they were hiding who they actually were and what their intentions actually were. And I called them out on it. And they don't like the fact that I moved on. I was able to heal from the situation. I was able to do something they told me I never could do. And they just can't get over that I actually did it. And so they are still throwing shade to this day. Move on. I wish you well. Go do you. Go. Grow, learn, be a happy person with your family, with
Yeah.
friends. I don't give a crap what you do. Just go and grow, work on yourself. I want you to succeed in your life, but I don't want you in mine.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you know what? I think a lot of people are taking that lesson now. And I think that's a good thing because we're seeing growth in all areas. And people are acknowledging there are other people that are holding on. But they're holding on. I don't know why people are holding on to such negative energy. I'm just going to say that. But I agree with everybody in chat tonight. It's been an amazing chat so far. You guys are awesome. Banshee.
Banshee, yeah.
Banshee in the cup, baby. I would have to agree. Maybe this last new moon leading into this past full moon really did do some very interesting energy work. I'm seeing it. I'm understanding it. It motivated me, and I know things are coming. Absolutely, brother. So when I say brother, I really mean brother. I really think that this year we're all really coming together in a unique way, and I really like that. It's not all bad, and that's the thing I want to say is we're doing a very positive thing, and there's other people acknowledgement, just like Carrie Lynn. Give her a little acknowledgement. Rhonda's here. Give her acknowledgement. Marianne is always on target. You got to acknowledge these people. Even my brother, Robert, Christina Spencer is busting her butt on doing her thing. Shonda and Mike are doing their thing. Yeah, I'm getting there. Kathy, I know Kathy. Aunt Patty is really trying hard with her thing. Daniela is making some serious moves. Rebecca is making some serious moves. Melissa's making serious moves. I can call the names on out. I know Renee's taking a big hit and she's recovering. She will recover and she's going to be bigger and badder than she was before.
Damn right.
Making moves. Lisa is definitely making some moves. Ashley, I know Ashley is pushing it out there. She's only real close to us. So there's so many of you in here right now that are making significant changes. We want to encourage everybody else to make the same changes. We don't want to talk bad. We're not going to talk bad.
No.
We want everybody to succeed.
Yes.
And if you can't succeed with us, succeed away from us.
Yes.
Oh, did I just say that?
Perfect. That is perfect. We are not in competition with you. Okay. We want you to grow. If you have a show, we want it to grow for you and your people. Your people are not our people. We have our people. We want to grow our shows for our people. You go grow your show for your people, and we'll all be happy.
Yeah. It's not that hard. We can
No.
all, everybody just be happy. Oh,
Don't
here it comes.
really be happy now.
Yep. Sam, just say yeah.
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 Woo.
Don't worry.
Here's a little story I wrote. I hope you learn it.
Note for a note.
So don't worry.
Be happy.
Be happy. Be happy now. You like that?
Yeah. Be happy, guys.
Be happy, guys. So, Danielle Long is like perfectly said. And right. And, Carrie Lynn's right there too.
Courtney's in the house.
Court. What? Hey, you're supposed to be on investigation. Where's your hubby at? Holler if you hear her.
And I want to throw one thing out
Yeah, please do, brother.
real quick, if I can. If
I don't know who that was, but
Sounds like a party.
if somebody somebody from your past, one of your friends, whatever, if they're getting into a new relationship and you're jealous of it or you don't like it because it's taking time away from you, just let them be. Don't interject yourself into their life. Don't do things. Don't say things that aren't true. Do not be nefarious. Even your intentions, your thoughts can affect. Just be happy for the couple.
Hey, Miss Brenda.
If they're meant to learn a lesson, they'll learn the lessons. If it's meant to be, it'll be. But stay out of their damn life. Don't throw shade. Don't throw spell work. Don't cast spells. Don't. Leave it alone. Just let them go, because that's eventually going to hold you back more than it's going to hold them back.
It's true. You know what? That's so true. And you know what, Keith, can I add on that?
Yes, please.
And it's something you and I have talked recently.
Yeah.
And I've talked to Jim about this. And we have to acknowledge also the people that are in our lives. Acknowledge the people who love you and you love that. I mean, it doesn't need to be a deep relationship. If that person supports you, acknowledge that. Acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Give the love back to them. Understand we're in this together. I mean, most everybody that's in here right now, I've had a connection with. Now, connections can be completely different. Acknowledge the connection, because in your acknowledgement, you're gaining a connection, but you're also releasing.
Yes.
You're allowing both individual parties to acknowledge themselves.
Yeah. Life is too short. You really got to appreciate the people you have around you. And I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just too short for you not to just show a little appreciation for people.
And life is funny. Some people come into your life for an instant.
Mm-hmm.
Some people come into your soul tribe and then you separate so both parties can learn and grow, and then you come back together stronger than ever. Right, Howie?
Agreed. Absolutely. We've seen that, haven't we?
Some
Right.
break up in order for them to learn lessons and grow, and they can get back together and make the perfect life together for the rest of their lives. Some friends are meant to last forever. Some friends are meant to last a day.
Mm.
We don't know. Just accept it and let it flow. If spirit removes somebody from your life, accept it. You can grieve for it. You can, be sad over it, but just realize for some reason it's for your higher good and let it flow. Somebody better will come into your life to replace that person.
Yes.
Let it flow.
If you believe in the greater spirit or in the source, you believe in God, that saying is God will take out to replace back in what it was needed or deserved. Yes. We can also talk about this, and I know I'm going to get a chuckle from Hangman in a second. We can also talk about flushing the spiritual toilet. Flush your shit down that drain. Let it go. Create, get some fresh water in your spiritual toilet. I mean,
Yes.
it's a thing. It's a thing, folks.
Keep your bowl full.
Sometimes you might use a spiritual plunger to get it down in there.
That's what I was just going to say. For me, I had to go get the spiritual plumber to clear it out.
Yeah.
I like
Up in-
that one. Oh,
up in my
Sam's Sam popped in there.
Up in my office, I have this one cupboard that's got all kinds of little bottles and jars of stuff. That's kind of my spiritual plunger, if you know what I mean.
Oh, he's got a jar of dirt.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I got the most amazing jar of dirt in the world, and I ain't
He's got
afraid
dirt
to
of
use.
dirt.
That's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I've got a jar of
A
dirt.
jar of dirt. Got a jar of dirt. Let me read this because I want to make sure she's getting heard here.
Yes.
Renegade drops in. I have seen people removed from my life on purpose or by design. I still want them to eat, just not on my table. Well said.
Mhm.
Yes.
Agreed. Rob drops in, and I know what he's trying to get at. He says, "So what's the count on the RVA, the ghost count, and the UFO report and cryptos and Bigfoot and the weird O factor downtown? Brahaha. I know what you're talking. Oh, they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I have no idea, but we're going to get in the paranormal in a minute. Melissa dropped in there. I'll let you guys read that.
Yeah, Keith, I believe you were stuck with me. Girl, it has been since high school since I peed on the fence across from your house. That's how long we have known each other. That is how her and I met. I was peeing on a fence with a friend of mine because we were out road tripping, and she hollered out the window at us. That is how we met.
His
His
is
is
stopped
stopped up. That's Sam.
It does.
That would be Jim's other half. We know where that stinks. I like that. I did.
That was fun.
All right, now I'm going to drop in Sherry Lynn. You want to read that one?
Yes. Who, me?
Any of y'all, go ahead and read that. Sherry Lynn, either one of y'all. I don't care.
Go ahead, Keith.
Send healing good vibes to a relationship that person represents. It goes to the collective consciousness of one and not directly to that person. If that person is low vibe and you send directly at them, they respond like a hurt dog. You get what? It's that.
That's why we love our sister Carrie Lynn right there.
If you try to send healing to somebody who is not accepting, they're going to think that you're sending not so good stuff because it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks because instead of vibrating together, there's going to be a reverberation.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Think of wavelengths. Like when you walk up to a microphone and you get the feedback, that's what happens.
Mhm.
So you can want to help somebody all you want, but unless they're willing to accept it, unless they ask for it, might as well save your energy.
That's
You
right.
know, wish them well in your mind. Tell spirit, hey, I hope this person grows.
Terrence
But
Colby, wish him well. Wish
Yeah,
him
that's right.
well. We got it for everything, man. I'm just saying.
Song for everything.
Song for everything. Renee just drops in and she says, "Y'all stuck with me. We would have it no other way, my dear."
you damn Skippy.
Screw today. Sherilyn drops in there and says, "When you send it to the collective, it gets felt gently." Big shift happened.
Try not to giggle. Because my Scorpio mind went a little south, and I think Howie's did too. She does have a point. Instead of sending
She
it to
does.
a
Absolutely.
person, send it to the collective. That way, instead of everything going to one person, it's spread out over everybody.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what? I got to say, and she caught that too. Hey, Sherry Lynn. Oh, hey, Carrie Lynn, you want to put your pants on and join us? I'll send you the code. You can join up tonight and hang out with us if you want.
Absolutely. Come on.
Yeah, if you want, let me know. Drop me in Facebook. I'll drop you the link. That's pretty hilarious because of what I just said, too. So, I'm going to grab the link just in case. Here we go. I'm grabbing the link and copy the link. So if she sends a Facebook thing over, I'll see it and I'll send her the link and she puts her pants on.
Hey,
Of course, we can't see what's down
I'm
there.
not one to judge, just saying.
Right. Rhonda's like, do it, Carrie Lynn. Carrie Lynn, come to the light, Carrie Lynn.
Come out and play.
Yeah.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated.
Damn.
Resistance is futile.
There it is. Rhonda's coaching her again. Dropping damn rights, girl. There it is, right there. And then Carolyn's like, ha 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 ha. I'm serious. I wasn't playing. I'll actually Facebook me and I'll
copied the message.
Yep, I already copied the message. All I do is waiting for you to go, I'm in, and I'll send you the message. You can jump right in. Think I'm playing. No. Even Rhonda knows. Rhonda, you want to jump in? We got 2 more seats. We'll send you the link. We don't care. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You want to.
Jim's like, I'm out.
No, I'm being directed to turn on my light because it's kind of dark.
Y'all just worried about us and seeing y'all playing footsie. We know. Sam, keep your feet to yourself.
I just sent her the link.
Rhonda's in.
I just sent her the link. I did. I sent it.
Did you?
Yep.
All right. Well, Rhonda's in too. She's grabbing a laptop. Oh, hell yeah. It's a grabbing my pants.
Yeah.
Okay, when she gets on, I'm gonna share a secret with y'all. I don't mean to embarrass her, but it's hilarious. First of all, has anybody seen Real Genius?
Yes.
Not in here.
Okay. All right. I love this woman. When she gets on, she is my Jordan. She is my Jordan. I love it. So hopefully she really does. Samantha's like, yay. You have no idea, Sam. So while we're waiting for the other ladies, if they jump on and make it, really, it's really about time for so many people to. I mean, and I have been talking about so much here at the cabin, so much with social media, with media broadcasting. Jim's back in the fold, and we're all making so much happen right now. And now watching collective networks coming together. Mad Props, UPN, okay, United Paranormal Network, Philip and Julia. Yeah,
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Yeah.
Everybody has been so wonderful. I got to give props too to Laura Lee and Lorelei, both of those wonderful ladies, along with David.
Mhm.
You know, I just love the support that we're all giving each other, and that's what's needed. That's what we should be doing. We shouldn't be talking trash about nobody.
No.
You know what happens with trash? It either deteriorates or catches on fire or smells up. Who wants
Well,
that?
see, honestly, with us being as paranormal investigators, I feel like I know there's like hate and stuff between other teams and things like that, but honestly, in our community, we should always be supporting each other to where it prevents things from being hoaxed or falsified, or support each other's evidence, support each other's findings.
That's
You don't
another
have to like
direction.
each other. If somebody's got some good evidence they put out, hey, that's cool. Good catch.
Yeah.
Very simple.
It doesn't
I
mean I
have
have to hang out with you.
I have actually been blocked for that.
So have I.
Really?
Ask Ryan.
For being supportive, I got blocked. I'm like, okay, whatever. That tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good point. When somebody can't acknowledge your opinion or your observation based on experience, that's on them. That's not on you.
Yeah. If you don't agree with what they think the evidence is, and they get mad or they block you.
Yeah.
It's-
But if somebody puts up something that is just totally obviously not what they claim to be,
Ottersberg, are you smoking on air?
no.
It's all your imagination.
No.
No, that's just the ectoplasm going around his head right now.
You know I've got spirits in the house. So it's right there.
It's not tobacco, it's sage.
That's right.
Actually, I do have sage right here.
I believe it. We're all
Some
after
video.
the same thing. We want to understand the other side. That is the number one thing that is forgotten. And I totally agree. Oh my God.
Oh, there
They
you
all
go.
both here at the same time. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody is in the house. What?
What's up?
Hey!
Matrix is broken. Yep, we're breaking the Matrix tonight, baby. So, okay, I'm going to embarrass her a little bit, but I have to, and I'm going to explain it. I didn't do this intentionally, but you're here, and I love the fact that you're here. Carrie Lynn.
Yes.
Okay, how many people have watched Real Genius? Raise your hand if you've seen Real Genius.
It's like a long time ago.
Okay, this woman right here, she's my Jordan. The way she talks, her intelligence level, how she comes across, her energy, I love it. I love watching her show. I love watching her show because I'm just like, oh, my God, I've been looking for you for how long? Oh, look here. Yep. So if I say Jordan, I'm talking about her.
In a good way, right?
In an excellent way, madam. Yes. And I even gave you my bald head. That's what she said.
I didn't even have time to grab my hat.
Go get your hat.
No, I had to grab a sweater. I had to put pants on. And then I grabbed a sweater because my office is cold. It's an old house and there's like no insulation in this room.
I mean, Hallie doesn't get it at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. You might not have pants on.
I no.
What you'd have to get
5 o'clock. I don't know if I can help it. Pants should always be optional.
Optional, yes.
Robert is watching. He just said, hello, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, he was talking about Rhonda.
And Keith,
Yes.
since we're auctioning him off, right?
Yes.
That's it. That's it.
That was our goal tonight. How did y'all know? Guess what? You just fell into it, Keith.
A date at Taco Bell.
So
And then the shift happens.
let's introduce everybody. If you're a traveler, you already know Rhonda Harris Dowdy.
Yeah.
She's, of course, the hostess of the Orion Effect. But ladies and gentlemen from UPN and from the Spirit Switchboard, Miss Carrie Lynn Shellhorn.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for asking me to join in.
Oh, absolutely. I think Keith pulled you in. He went.
That's all right.
No, this is actually a fun show. I really enjoy it when we get so many people in and we're talking.
Share an opinion, have a good time.
Absolutely. That's what it's about, and getting beverage. Getting beverage.
Getting beverage.
That's right. Rhonda, you have your pants on?
I have my pants and my beverage.
Oh,
Nice.
see, she's got it too. Oh, she's even got a. Is that a snake cup?
No, it's an octopus.
Get out of here.
And then look, it's on the inside of the mug too.
Did you know
She's got a puss on the inside of the bug.
scientists
I have a big
figured out-
octopus tattoo as well.
Release the
Sorry,
Kraken.
Keith, keep going.
Oh,
Do I
fine.
know? Do we know what?
Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah.
All right,
Scientists
Keith.
figured
I'm going to
out
go smoke a cigarette. It's all yours.
that an octopus will punch a fish sometimes just for spite. Just
Yep.
punch a fish. And that's where a certain saying that I'm not going to say tonight came from Drunken Oracle.
Good.
For Drunken Oracle?
Yeah. It's a show that me and Christy Ayers used to do.
Oh, okay.
We started it when the sea
Yep.
thing started, and we all got locked in our houses and everybody was down and out. And we were trying to figure out a way to cheer everybody up. And we came up with a show called Drunken Oracle, where we drink and read tarot and oracle cards, but really, really, really badly. We thought of the most hilarious stuff we could come up with from pictures and whatnot. And it was a hit. We did it until just a few months ago. She had some reasons that she needed to step down. And I may bring it back on. I'm not sure yet. I'm debating, but it was pretty good. And the thing is, even though we were just totally making stuff up,
It's not fair.
we hit. We'd get messages the next day. Oh my God, how did you know that? Like, I was drinking. That wasn't me. That was spirit.
I know some mediums that drink before they to relax. Like I know one lady, she just drinks wine the entire time. She starts.
Yeah.
And I alcohol makes me sad, so I don't have alcohol in my. It's not alcohol in my cup, but yeah, I know that people need it sometimes to relax before doing sessions.
Yeah.
Or readings.
There are some people out there that say, oh my God, no, that's devil, blah, blah, blah. You're not supposed to do, you can't do that. You can't do that. There are also people out there that take substances to have that, spirit.
Enhance the connection.
With spirit, yes. And that's not me. I'm not about that, but y'all do your own thing. I don't care how you do your thing, just do your thing.
What? What did I walk into?
We're not talking about that thing, Howie.
Renee's got a good point. Replying to Lisa Campbell, best sound effects lady ever. Yes, Lisa Campbell was the almighty sound effects lady. She would be here in the background with all these sound effects on her phone during the Drunken Oracle show.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
It was.
That's
It was.
awesome.
I
I have a true crime deck, like a true crime tarot, and every card is a different silly serial killer.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
That's
I keep forgetting to tell Joni about them. I'm gonna have to remember.
Yeah, she would love that.
I've got a jar of dirt from a serial killer.
Pardon?
Did I say that?
There it is, right there.
Did I say that?
Oh, we're not supposed to say that?
You're good. No,
I'm
you're
good.
fine.
Okay.
No, I want you to say that.
I'll just drink now.
Excuse me while I drink.
Let me take a sip of the beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I came in at the wrong time. Y'all were talking about Drunken Oracle, and I have no idea what the hell y'all talking about right now.
Yeah,
I was about to run my mouth.
Dirt from a serial killer. That's what we were talking about.
Whoa,
Right?
that sounds a little morbid, dude.
He said he had dirt from a serial killer.
Oh, you have a dart from his. I missed what he said. A dart from a serial killer.
Dirt.
I've got a jar of dirt.
Dirt. Jar of dirt. Gotcha.
I've got a jar of dirt. And I got my pants on.
I'm glad as you're walking away.
You know, one night I'm not gonna do this show without my pants. Okay, I'm not going to do a no pants show one
No
night.
pants, Paranormal Outlaws.
Lisa,
No
it's
pants,
all the
Paranormal
pictures.
Outlaws.
Yeah, no pants outlaws.
You got Jimmy up there. I can't even see him.
I know. Poor guy.
But then aren't you the commandos and not the outlaws?
So what?
Point.
We'll do Paranormal Commandos. One.
No, I'm going to have my boxers on.
That's true.
Or I have something on.
I'm definitely staying at home that night. I'm not coming to the cabin.
Yeah, I'll stay at home too. I'll do the show from the apartment.
Why not? I mean,
Sam suggested a risky business episode.
I'm down.
Oh my god. Bare butt chaps.
Bareback.
Oh no. No, we don't need that.
We're going to do Howard Stern.
Yeah, my god. Ass man. Fart man, whatever it was.
My sphincter cannon.
Even Renee's on board. See what she's saying?
See, we're doing this. We're doing
I
this.
never have pants on during Outlaws.
I mean, who would know?
No, which?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I never said anything about my dirt, so that would be about Keith. My dirt. Oh my god. Bar butt chaps. I never have pants on during Outlaw. Well,
All revealed.
We're learning things tonight, guys.
well. I guess I
The
should.
more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them hang out.
I'm just gonna go braless from now on.
Okay.
Yeah.
As everyone should.
Agreed.
Carrie Lynn. Wait, the way you think.
Good advice.
She fits in well. I think we need to have these.
Oh
two
my god.
stay.
Do you want me to share a story about that actually?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes, we do.
from between March and the end of November, I travel a lot for like the dining with the dads and spirits and sweets at different venues, right? So I'm on the road a lot. And when I'm done, sometimes the drive home is like over 2 hours. So I don't get home until like after midnight, and I've been given messages and I'm super tired. And so I have my slippers in the car. So I get out of my shoes that I've been wearing for the event and I put my slippers on because I'm going to be comfy when I'm driving. And I always wear a strapless bra so that when I get back to the car, I can hook that sucker fast and toss it in my purse. and a thing of like liquid smudge, and I spray it in the car. And then away I go. I'm good. The radio's on, windows down, so I got some cool air, and I'm comfy. I don't feel like from all that energy in the space.
For some reason, I'm picturing you go down a gravel road with washboard ruts.
Can you imagine? No, I'm not. I almost. Yeah, I got you. Can you? No. No.
Imagine if there was really alcohol in my cup.
Oh. He's like, yeah. Okay. I can't. I just.
No, Renee.
Get out of your head.
Not even a chance in hell, Renee. Okay. No.
Sometimes you gotta be comfy. Where are we going from here?
Melissa saying, just say it, Allie.
What's next?
Okay. Oh my God, here we go down the rabbit hole. Broad. Okay. You were talking about the whole bouncing around.
I wasn't talking about bouncing around.
I was.
No, she says she waits till she gets home and unleashes them.
Release.
Oh, unless I'm at a big event, then it's like as soon as I get in the car and they're in my purse, I just hope I don't get pulled over because I'm like digging through my. I'll take my bra out.
See, then again, if you got pulled over, it may help. May or may
Maybe.
not help with the ticket.
Wow.
Excuse me, officer, while I move this.
Pardon me while I whip this out.
Well, they use the force.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you two are
The bad
officially
thing
in.
is Carrie Lynn and I have talked about me coming up there. If I was doing, I could just see us going down the road and being like, screw this, and throwing them out the window.
Yes.
Someone that
I have a convertible. We'll put the top down too.
Melissa just said, release the demons. Very How in the hell did they get? Okay,
you invited us. You guys invited us.
I know.
Melissa, not Ryan's
just said,
last show.
just say it, Holly. Okay. Some of
Last
you
show
don't.
did with
I
Ryan,
saw-
we were talking about bras too.
Did you? I missed that. I must have had to dash out before you got to that part of the. I was tuning in to the show with Ryan.
You were ahead of me on the bra thing?
Yeah.
was I ahead of you?
Damn it, man. That's
Yeah,
who knows.
Ryan. Remember Sarah came and she had one on her head?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Sarah.
That was
okay. That
Not your Sarah.
I was thinking today, like on the show,
No,
like
I was
what?
like, what the hell? Okay. Y'all talk about leaving events and Rhonda, where they're here. See me guys.
Learn how to talk.
My bad.
Oh man, Louise.
Rhonda has a Jeep.
I do have a Jeep.
There we go.
You release the beast in the Jeep? How do you not get black eyes? Just saying.
Oh my
Thank you, Kitty.
God.
Ghost moves and flying objects. Kenny knew where I was going. Okay. All right.
Ooh.
So, all right. So here we go. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Now that I've got images of bras flying out the window and
Boobs hitting you in the face and shit.
you know, no washboard roads. She's good. Okay. So I want to talk about the paranormal for a little bit.
Okay.
We're already at the top of the hour. This is one of those shows, it can go forever. And I think this is one of those shows it's going to happen. It's going to go on forever, which is okay with us. We've got nowhere to go.
I do.
I know you do.
The never-ending Outlaws.
Sounds like a good concert.
It's been going forever. We're never gonna end.
It'll never end. Never end.
On vacation.
Jerry's had turn around. He's like, fuck that. You didn't spout your coffee, did you? Okay.
No, it's like it's like a non-alcoholic Pinot Grigio. It's pear juice that's sparkly, essentially.
Oh,
Nice.
I am running with Baileys and Folgers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got Coors Light
nice.
in a cup.
In a cup.
In a
Do you
cup.
have it in a cup?
Bud.
Jimmy, what you got?
What?
What do you got?
Nothing. I was pointing at Sam, talking about making some pear wine.
Oh, talk about it in your cup.
I might have enough elderberries this year to make elderberry.
Ah.
Oh,
Mountain
nice.
Dew.
Oh, he's doing the do.
I got blueberries in the freezer that I got to use up first.
There you go.
So I got enough to do 2 gallons of that.
There we are, back to boobs.
Thanks, Renee.
Boobs in the end. Always back to boobs.
Even at events, like you guys have never seen me actually work, right? Like you've not seen me do my thing. And
Oh,
my kids hate watching me work. They hate it, like because animated for one, right? But I feel things so physically, and so this kid not return bronze state. That is so funny. So, like, when here we go. We're gonna keep going with the boob thing.
Okay,
So when pregnancies and stuff come up in sessions or even at events, it feels like energetic Dolly Parton, and all of a sudden I go from like what I got to like whoop up to here. And depending how I feel it, I am like accurate. I'm like someone's pregnant, someone's got a baby under 1, somebody's got a kid that's 2 or 3. Like depending on how I feel it, I can pinpoint how old this like kid is that they're wanting to talk about. It's crazy. My kids are like, "Do you always have to grab your boobs?" I'm like, "I can't help it." If you've never nursed a baby, it's like
So when you're doing it, this is a question. This is a serious question. Okay.
doing work.
I'm gonna try.
I'll be back.
When it happens, does your chest tighten up?
No. So when I'm working in general, when I'm working in general, it doesn't matter. Like it will feel like being in the spirit. It will feel like being in their skin. So I'll feel like I just became 6 feet tall, or if I got bits and bobs I don't normally have. If they got a tooth missing, it'll literally feel like I've got a tooth missing in my head. So I'm feeling all of that stuff, and then once I get it, I understand who's coming through. Then they step out here and I'm hearing them with my outside ear, and they're giving me other information, and I'll still feel it physically. So if they're talking about a baby, then I got all that stuff going on.
Anyone want to go down this rabbit hole?
That makes sense.
Can we go down this
I
rabbit
mean,
hole?
because when you blend with spirit,
Yeah.
that's how you feel those kind of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I'm doing Reiki on somebody, I actually feel where they're having issues physically.
Yeah.
And I'll ask them, how long have you had issues with your left hip? How long? How did you know that? Doesn't matter. How long?
Okay.
6 months. Okay, let's do some work on that.
Yeah.
Then, if I'm still feeling it, okay, thank you. Don't need that anymore. Appreciate that. It's gone.
Yeah. Once you hear what needs to be said, it steps to the side.
Yeah.
So for you three, let's go there because I have a question. Kenny's like, nope. Let me ask this because now y'all are getting me intrigued and we're going down another rabbit hole. And Kenny's like, please don't. I'm like, too late. My brain went there.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So, okay, how do I ask this? My brain is going, ask the question. I'm like, I don't want to, but I'm going, do it. Don't do it.
Ask it.
All right, so here's the question. I know, Keith. I'm trying. I just don't know how to word it.
Words are hard, man.
That's what she said. Let me go to Keith first. We're going to ask you three. Keith first. When you come across someone who is sexually energetic, are you picking that up as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And then I have to take that and fold it in a little piece of paper and put it in my pocket because I'm Scorpio. And you have to stay professional when you're dealing with a client.
Right.
You have to be careful doing Reiki, especially around the root chakra, because you can be putting energy directly to their root chakra, but they can actually redirect that energy. And they think you're doing that, but you're not. So you actually end up physically pulling that root chakra out in order to do your work on it. And then you put it back in so you can avoid that situation. It's an interesting concept. And
okay, say goodnight to Spirit
Night,
Talker.
Ryan.
Good night.
Thank you, Get better. Okay.
Yep. See you tomorrow, Ryan.
And amazingly,
Where y'all going tomorrow?
that is actually how Spirit sends me clients. Is I'll meet somebody, there's a strong sexual attraction, we start talking, and then I realize, okay, they did it again. This person needs help, and that's all it is. And as soon as I help them, we get their issue figured out and start teaching them how to work through it. It's gone. That sexual attraction, it's gone.
Okay.
And they're like, what happened? I'm like, we did what we needed to do. Now we need to get you to grow. Example, I won't say who, but female good friend of mine now. That's how we met. And I warned her ahead of time because we were working through a past life experience. And I warned her ahead of time that all of a sudden, everything could just stop on a dime. And she didn't understand. And then one day that happened. And she's like, I understand you now. Now you get it. Now you get it. Spirit will use whatever is they deem necessary that you are going to pay attention to in order for you to pay attention to that client, that person that needs help. I'm a Scorpio. I'm very sexual. So Spirit says, hey, look, here's a shiny. What you going to do with it?
Right.
Go and help it.
Okay, so you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pose that now to Carrie Lynn. Have you ever come across anyone that was sexually aroused spiritually towards you? And how'd you handle it?
Oh. Like a client?
Anybody in general.
Like, what do you mean? Or like, I mean, I'm done with opposed. It'd have to be like right in my, I wouldn't get it. But I mean, energetically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cool.
No, like, I mean, if I was in a session with someone, I don't feel that they come to me because there's some sort of attraction at all. Like, I mean, I'm booking a year out. So those clients I would think are didn't come because they were attracted to me in that way. And like, there's just a different, but feeling things sexually during a session for that client, like I'll feel those things, especially if there's been trauma or inappropriateness or a history of it, whether it's from the client or from the person that's crossed over, showing me if they were the ones that did it or if they also had that. So how I feel all that. And it will feel not the same as if I was in an intimate moment myself personally, but something similar. So I know exactly that's what I'm needing to go through, like to get the message out.
Well, that makes perfect sense. That's why
if somebody wants to come because they're sexually interested in me, you got to like wear the big sign taped to your forehead at the same time that says interested.
This is my intention. This is my intention.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Rhonda, I know you and I have talked about it, but again, we're going to pose it at you again too.
Okay. No, mine is very much the same as Carrie Lynn. I would need a neon sign telling me that that's why you're there. Yeah. But it's much like what she said. You feel things like you might know that somebody's repressed or they're overly active or that there's been trauma or something like that. Now, I will say I have not experienced, but one of my mentors, she did have a man book a session and say he wanted to do it naked.
That's what I'm talking. Exactly. See?
And she was like, so sorry, no. I have to decline.
After hearing the ladies speak, that's one thing I do wonder too, is maybe us as men, we're just more susceptible to feel that than women are. I mean, it's a theory.
Like that somebody's attracted to you, you'd feel like they're attracted to you, that energy coming towards you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. Like I'm Leo Scorpio too. Like I've got a Scorpio moon. That's nice. So.
Oh, I forgot you and I are the same.
So it's Leo, Cancer, Scorpio for me. So like the intimacy is kind of a high charge thing for me as well too. I just don't. I'm not in that space thinking about it, so I wouldn't necessarily. It's not coming overtly at me. If it was coming overtly at me, then I would like to think I could pick it up, regardless if it was sexual intention or good intention or bad. If it's just big energy, you're gonna feel it.
So sometimes you completely miss the signs. Like you said, you have to wear a sign on your forehead.
If it's a personal thing, if it's work, it's different.
How you know me for years? You know this is true with me.
I know this is true.
maybe guys are like maybe that is a thing like that you pick up.
At the same time, I can go somewhere and somebody can be flirting their tail off with me, and I just think they're being nice.
Yeah.
I can't tell they're actually flirting with me. Yeah. You have to tell me. I don't catch hints. You have to tell me, hey, I'm flirting with you. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay. Well, that's, I mean, because these are subjects that you don't ever hear about on other shows. So why didn't we open the doors to that? That's why I was like, screw it. This is the Outlaws. We'll talk about anything. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I used to like, I know that there's incubus and succubus, and I've never had to deal with those.
You don't want
Like in session, no, not personally, and not even like with sessions. And I've always just kind of like stuck it over here because it's not been something I've had to deal with. But I mean, yeah, and not thinking about it at all. And then it dawned on me, like I can physically feel when they're holding my arm to get my attention. It is cold and I can feel their fingers. I have felt when I was scratched. So definitely, you know, you could feel if they were going to.
Okay. So in saying that, so I'm trying to think of the right direction to put this in too. So when you have a client, let's go back to the client real quick. I can't believe we're spending so much time on this, but okay. When you have a client, you don't feel or detect when they may be a predator style class A personality. That's you don't detect their energy.
But
I don't know that I've ever had anybody come to me like that.
No, because from my experience, those people avoid people because they're also intuitive too. Most people that are that manipulative are intuitive too, and they won't be attracted to somebody who's working from a lower. Well, maybe they'll attract or go to somebody that's working at a lower level, but somebody that at higher levels that's going to call them out, and they can't manipulate and they can't fool. They avoid people like us. I had a client, and like when I see things, I see they'll tell me I have a structure. So they'll show me like a row of children or a row of siblings. And I see it like X's, and then the X's pop out like 3D. And then I know that's what I need to go to. And they'll show me who's like inappropriate or who's causing shite in the family structure. And then somebody, like, they recorded it and they told that person that I said that they were causing all this shite. And I'm like, come on, I'll give you the session and let's have a chat about it.
Yeah.
And they never did, but they were asshats. And they just refused to, they didn't book. Like, they're not going to. Those people don't.
I agree 100%. I think people that have those kind of ill intentions or they're like that, they don't want anything to do with someone like me or Sherry Lynn or even Keith. They know we
Carrie Lynn.
That was daggone Howie made me do that.
I know where that comes
from. But that is exactly like they're type. They don't even want to look you in the eye because they know you see right through them. So,
you know what I find interesting? As the chat room got really quiet and everybody is really paying attention to us right now.
Yes.
They're listening to what we're saying. I think that is why I love this show, because people are actually really listening right now going, wow, we're really talking about this? Yes. Yes,
and I'll say, even what Sherry Lynn said, I've not had any dealings with succubus or incubus. It came up, we were investigating somewhere. I had gone to bed and actually laid down. Me and my friend had laid down to go to bed, and it came up on an EVP. And luckily, John and them, like, they were like, what is that? And they Googled it. And John was like, somebody needs to go check on them right now. Like now. And of course, they went down there and we were dead to the world and it was no problem at all. But that just shows you need to have the right team around you who knows when to check in and when not to check in.
Yes.
Keith, have you had
and then you go for
that?
Because sometimes spirits are liars.
Yes.
They're just saying what they need for the attention, right?
Yeah.
And the reaction. Oh, I got a reaction.
Drama too, just saying.
Yeah.
Let's do that again.
I mean, it's just like placing your antenna out there. I mean, spirits are going to do it the same way a regular person would do if they know. Okay, all right, let's put it on the table. I'm going to be a little open tonight, comparatively to what I usually am, talking about abilities and all that. Don't you say anything, Jim. But when someone is using the law of attraction, that's intent.
Yes.
When they're placing that intent out. And then I find that intriguing because here we are with someone using what spirit can use as well. Because spirit can use law of attraction as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Create a chaos theory. It depends on what you believe in, but I truly believe that spirit can create that particular energy. I also think we can attract spirit by using that particular theory too. It's just
Oh yeah.
intriguing to me. I think that's how we can use law of attraction to actually attract our ancestors. I know you guys, everybody's like, okay, he's not talking. No, we're not talking about sex right now. The law of attraction is bringing the intent of the emotional status to the forefront to draw in what we're looking for and want.
Yes.
The problem with the law of attraction, when you apply the law of attraction, is if you're interfering with a individual's, oh man, my brain just went popped. Free will.
Yes.
That's universal law. However, we see it all the time. And I think sometimes spirit can interfere with one's free will as well. Thank you, Renee. So it's just, I hope I was staying in the same tunnel as you guys, because I have a feeling I just took a left turn somewhere.
You actually didn't, because I practice shamanism, and what we do, you'll hear Kim and I say, like, we've got to open sacred space, which means we're calling in the elements and the direction. So we are literally manifesting, attracting, calling in those elements, those spirit helpers that we have in each direction to serve a purpose of opening this sacred space. So, that's essentially what we're doing. We're setting that intention, that law of attraction, that we're calling in those guides, ancestors, directional beings, all of that to help us out.
There you go. Okay. That answered that. And then it just, there was questions I had tonight, and with the way y'all were going, of course, Carrie Lynn, you opening that can of boobs. I had to think.
And last time it was man parts.
Oh, that's right, it was.
I had my ghost story about his man parts last time.
Well, at least we're not talking about dishwashers. Lisa. Okay, so we're good. We're not talking about.
If we could call in a spirit to wash my dishes, I'd be happy.
Start the coffee in the morning.
That's right.
But if we're setting your intention, as soon as you start setting your intention, your light is shining bright. It's like turning the, on sign, open sign,
right,
and this
over.
And the same as when we're closing sacred space or turning off, we're dimming that light because we don't want that there at that point in time.
Yeah.
And I absolutely see y'all's point. So let's jump in before it gets too late. Let's talk about some paranormal.
Okay.
And we'll see how far the rabbit hole this thing opens up. That's what she said. So here is my premise. What I wanted to talk to everybody tonight, and I'm glad you two are on, always set your boundaries. Amen, Lisa. Amen. You always got to set those boundaries. Something that's been on my mind is the way we're going about investigating and their tools. Got to bounce lots, love, prayers, and stay positive. Hey, Robert, have a good one. Hey, you need to touch base with me. I got stuff in my car. You need to pick it up. All right, back to that. Sorry. So are we doing we need to look outside of the box, and I don't think we're doing that enough yet. We got to apply the science. Now, Tesla and Einstein said if you want to understand spirituality, you need both science and not religion. How did that say? No, what understanding the paranormal? Yes, you need both the spiritual and the science. And good Lord, I'm getting in reverse. Back it up, squeeze it, back it again. All right, let's try that again. Bing, ding, bing.
Take a breath.
Okay. Einstein and Tesla both said to understand the paranormal, you have to apply the science and the spirituality as one. Okay, There we go. Back on track, folks. Sorry, got a little detoured. So I feel, are losing that. We have a lot of spirituality and we have a lot of paranormal researchers. And they're bringing in the spirituality into it. But what is it that we're missing? The science part of it with the spiritual part. All right, this is going to get really down the white rabbit hole, but we're going to go down it. I at least want to put my foot down it a little bit. Anybody? Okay.
No, I'm good. Do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yes. All right, so here we are. At least I got Keith to giggle. Come on, Sam, laugh. That was good. I put my foot down the hole. All right, so. Oh, in that.
We just lost Keith. Keith's gone.
You broke me.
All right. Got him. All right, so in this, shouldn't we try to connect the science part of what we're doing, technically wise, with the spiritual part?
Yes, but
How do we do this?
That-
Lube. Renee's like, lube, get him lube. Thank you, Renee. You broke Keith. All right, so here's what I'm saying. And I'm glad you're both on here tonight. Jim, he is a hunter, much like myself. Keith is a spiritual. You two are spiritual, okay? When I say that, we're talking about equipment-wise, etc. What are we missing? There's a key missing. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight. This is the thing I wanted to look at. Open this damn door, get outside the box, and what are we missing to help the science with the spirituality with science?
figuring out a way to use the spiritual energy through the scientific equipment and be able to prove that's what we're doing.
Yes.
Because when we're walking into a location or a client's home, or a client's walking into our home, or we're having video chat, we are using spirit's energy in order to interact with them and help them.
Yes.
You can't see that. You can't hear that. You can't record that. You can't video it. This is my word. This is what spirit's saying. I can't prove that. Some people think I'm nuts. I might be, but I help people. That's the main thing. I don't care if this person over here thinks I'm nuts. That's what I'm saying.
Don't they have something that they could hook you up? Like,
you know, that brainwaves.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I've seen things.
What's the guy? I forget what his name is now.
Are you talking about the Magna helmet, the paranormal helmet?
No.
No.
He was hooked up and he relaxes, but he can call. He can call UFOs in to his space when he relaxes, and he can just with a breath get into that brainwave state, like he was in deep meditation. And when he does that, they're watching. They had him hooked up, and you can see it on this monitor as he's doing that, and like he is blending in with them, and he can call them in when he gets into that state, and they come in.
Yeah, the theta wave. I mean, you have different wavelengths of your brain's activity, and
do you know what it is, Jim?
They can monitor it.
Real quick, I just want to acknowledge what Lisa said. I believe in this. Verification when both sides work together and get the same information.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree with
I
that.
love it when equipment is validating things that I've got.
Yeah.
I love it. And I like it even better when it's two pieces of equipment,
Yes.
not just one.
Yeah.
And Robert, damn good to see you tonight. Damn good to see you. I'm glad you came in. Robert White is in the house with us. He's hanging right now with the Outlaws. He says energy detection via the medium for science. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
they could do our energy waves, our brain waves. They could even put just like heat detectors, thermal detectors on us, and see if there's anything close by, anything that we're blending with. See if our heat changes.
Carolyn.
I'd be curious to have that too, like, because after we're done, and energetically I'm coming down, I'm freezing cold. The air is literally much colder. You could blow, and it's cold. And I feel cold.
Temperature
after.
sensors, barometric pressure sensors.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
And I'll
just trying
see-
to find that.
And then working on a team together, having someone that's spiritual along with someone that's a hunter actually can feed off one another and actually can prove and verify a lot of different things.
Yes.
You know, I know for me, when I go out to an investigation for the first time, I always go do my base readings. I will set equipment out everywhere and my K2 compasses, you know, I'm always going around and checking
My
areas.
sister do it.
So I know that if I get a spike, I know it's legit.
Yeah.
Okay. With what you just said, I want to bring this to the forefront. And now, again, these three have not heard this, but let's discuss it for a second because you brought in the magic word. Why would we use a compass on site against a K2 or a EMF reader?
A compass works by magnetic force. Spiritual energy can also manipulate that compass.
That's right.
So if you set a compass down and it is pointing due north for 2 hours, and then all of a sudden, for no reason, it turns south. Hey, I'm over here. Turns east. Hey, I'm over here. It's being manipulated spiritually by energy.
True. But let me ask y'all this. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry. Conference.
He's climbing out of the hole.
You're talking, I'm like, okay.
Slow it down a little.
Because they're all talking. A compass would be used on a natural science factor, where an EMF reader would be used on an electrical base factor, right?
Yeah.
Now, out of all of you, can any of you tell me how do we know that spirit is detected by EMF?
No one knows for sure. It's
Right.
just a theory.
The only thing that we've done,
And the only reason it's a theory is because it's energy. And we would think an EMF, electromagnetic field detector, is going to pick up that energy, whether it's magnetic or not. You don't know.
I think even with that though, the only thing you can maybe do is determine if it's something that's intelligent. The last time when I investigated with Sean and Courtney last, he's got a dead bell. And it was very hard to understand if the dead bell was picking up anything or not, because it would just randomly ring like ding,
right?
You know, every so often. And so we and Sean were sitting there talking about it. I was like, well, maybe if we can make it do it on command. Like, let's say, can you ring the bell 3 times? Well, we kept getting no responses. I said, well, maybe if we have something here, they don't understand the number 3. Maybe if I say ding, 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 they'll understand that's how many times. And we started getting intelligent responses from that.
Yeah, I saw the video of that. That was very impressive. That's what I'm talking about.
So that's one of those things with EMF we don't know, because John and I was like, how do we know that's something? Or is it something? Or does that thing just beep all the time? We don't even know.
But when you get a sequence of your request, that's pretty significant, I think.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's a theory that they can pull energy. That's what they say, you know, cold spots are. They're pulling the heat energy in order to manifest.
That's right.
In theory, if they can do that, why wouldn't they be able to pull and feed from EMF? It is also energy. They drain our batteries. Okay. It's all theory. We cannot prove that Joe the plumber from 50 years ago over here who died, you know, falling off the scaffold, hanging pipe, you know, drained the batteries in here. I can't prove that. But he's sitting here talking to me now, and my voice recorder went from full charge to dead immediately.
But I drain batteries.
I do too.
I can't wear a watch.
I
knock my computers out. Like,
I blow light bulbs. Before my house fire, I was sitting on my couch over there, and my light switch from my stairs was just around the corner. And I got up and I started to reach for the light switch, and I was 4 foot away. I was arcing. I was having a bad day. and I threw a lightning bolt from my finger to that light switch, and I blew it apart. The wall was, there was smoke on the wall, black. I blew it apart, and that hurt. It is a thing. We can build up too much energy in our bodies, and it will arc, just like static electricity. Boom.
Yeah.
So then do we need to make sure everybody, I mean, you would think that everybody's grounded before they do, but not everybody understands, especially if you're doing a public event, like investigation, and have extra people, what they're bringing is going to matter and affect the results that you get, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the problem with the
bring
public
their
event.
attachments and whatnot with them. They can bring in their guides.
Not just their own energy too, right?
Yeah.
Like not even having attachments.
Because you got your attachments, you've got answers, you got spirit guides that may come with them. Then you have their own natural decimal points. Then you have the atmosphere itself.
Yeah.
That completely can change everything. So
That's why when you get to a place, you have to do your base readings if you're going to be using equipment.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
it's hard to do a public investigation and have everybody ground themselves.
It is.
Yes.
So do you have to set a different intention then?
Yes.
Like you just have to, this is just going to be kind of not loosey-goosey, still has some seriousness to it, but you know, you get that person that wears a windbreaker or those pants that swish every time they walk, and you just got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those people that don't stop talking and you have to get them to be quiet.
Don't whisper.
We got a couple.
The whisperers.
Tummy growls.
Yep.
Or ones that don't want to speak or that speak so softly. It's like you got to tell them to speak up.
Yeah.
Paranormal activity in your pants.
Of course, how it will go south.
I mean, of course.
That's what she said. But it's on. I mean, just being a tummy. I mean, it's not just the tummy. I mean, how many times we heard an EVP and somebody, we're not going to say. We'll just say, fuck it, pass gas. Okay, somebody farts.
I was going to say, you're a barking spider.
Farts are funny.
Yeah.
I don't have it anymore because it was on my old computer that went through the fire. But we actually caught an EVP of a fart.
Wait, a paranormal fart or someone farting?
No,
I've heard that
paranormal
from somebody else.
fart.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be cool. Wait, Keith. Like the old, that old bar you went to, or like some brothel, was it?
I don't know. This was actually at a client's home.
Okay.
Wow, that's intriguing.
Let me read these because I don't want to miss anybody. Lisa puts, also depends on what the area is made of that can manipulate different equipment. Agreed.
Well, I forgot that.
Bravo, Robert. Leave it to you, brother. You beat me to it.
Yes.
Robert also dropped in there. The living body uses energy, and energy never stops. So it would stand to reason the energy would be detected from the residual elements of a spirit.
Yes.
And then ancient gas.
Electrical energy, chemical energy, and you can't destroy energy. You can change. It can change form.
You can change the
destroy
matter.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cannot be created nor destroyed. It can be
Yeah.
changed and manipulated.
Yes.
Okay, so in that, in which y'all were talking about, and y'all were talking about when it's warm and you feel the cold spot, right? That's the energy.
Sometimes it's a hot spot. Like for me, sometimes it's hot.
It's hot because I have taken, I know just with the right here where we're at, Cabin on 360, I have noticed this and I have gotten it documented. This community gay. Oh, sorry. Everything at once. Okay. When this location is cool, it is very active. When it starts to warm up, it slowly deactivates. Now, this is both fact here and over in the rancher. Now, I've also been in places such as a well-known location in Norristown, Pennsylvania, that it was the complete opposite. highly active when it was hot, but when it was cool, it didn't have that much activity. It intrigues me. That's why I'm saying we cannot just rely on one theory. We
Yeah.
have to do our base understanding both with spirituality and science to get our base.
Right.
I wish there were cold spots here. It's nearly 100 Fahrenheit here now. Holy crap, where are you at, Rob?
Is it, you got two separate locations in two different states.
Mhm.
Like you just said, the temperature's opposite in each place.
Right.
Could it be the material in the ground, the bedrock, the
It could
material
be.
in the, in the foundation?
Now, a place that Jim and I have both investigated that we wish Rhonda could have gone with us. Oh, you're in Australia, brother. Oh, haha. Okay, gotcha. I'll send some coolness your way, brother. We investigated a place in Powhatan, Virginia, that it had activity all year round.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't matter whether it was hot, cold, whatever.
It really intrigues me. This is the thing, and this is what I wanted to ask the people that are in tune with the spiritual world. Is you like that? That was good, wasn't it? I feel, in my understanding and in my knowledge, etc., that there's a multiplicity of different types of spirits. It's not all one type of spirit. There are so many different types that it is hard to categorize. And even if we attempted, we would fail.
Yes.
So I think that, to me, is what I'm saying is, no matter what we try to categorize, it's going to be different per location, per place, per different type of atmosphere. We're getting different things. How can we possibly say something is one thing? We can't anymore.
No, we're dealing with human spirits, fae, other dimensional beings. We're dealing with all kinds of stuff. And each case, each place is going to be different based on what portal is open from where. And it might not be the same portal every time you go there. They might open and close. There's a theory that the Loch Ness Monster comes through an energetic portal from back in time and then swims back through it. That's why we can't see it.
Right.
Well, that was one thing that I thought about since is with our place we investigated in Powhatan. There was so many different spirits there. Granted, I feel they were mostly all human, but they were at different times. And I think part of the reason that place was so active is because it wanted to repeat itself in a time loop.
Wait, we're talking about the man who spirit females, we know they were females, actually flirted with his ass. I've got it on video.
Yes, you do.
That man, he was.
But I mean,
yes,
happened to me at the bar.
They were talking about his butt.
Yes, happened to me at the bar down here in town. We were investigating the bar, and it used to be a strip club multiple times, and there were two dancers that still hang out there, and they were hitting on me. I had to decline.
What? No,
sorry, girl, you ain't got enough meat on your bones. Oh wait, you ain't got bones.
Hey, at least you don't have to pay for it.
Oh Lordy!
Don't threaten me with a good time, Howie.
Well, even if you throw in the different entities and the different times in a specific location, you put Carrie Lynn, me, and Keith in the same location, we're going to pick up different things. Likely.
Absolutely.
That's what I was gonna. That's another thing, right?
I mean, we might pick up on the same spirit, but there's a good possibility we will pick up each on something different.
Yeah,
and the same spirit in different ways.
Yes,
potentially different time periods too,
Correct.
but it's still the same one.
That's a valid point, which y'all just brought up. That's a very valid point, because depending on your unique ability, whatever you may, hypersensitivity, whatever it may be, you are going to detect it differently. Like, I don't do it the same way all of you do. And Jimmy's seen me do it. It's completely different. I don't read by spirit. I read by the frequency and energy.
That's me.
And exactly, we both do that. Where I've seen Rhonda, and she can just like home in. My brother is completely different than all of us. He's like a freaking spiritual hound dog. He can sniff them out.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Rhonda knows. She's just like, I know they're here. And it's like, boom. And I'm like, come here, hound dog. Where are you going? It's interesting because we all do it differently. That is exactly right.
Where with me, I feel like pulls to certain areas. And it's like when I get there, then it's like, okay, I put my feelers out.
Well, I mean, that's even the same for me. Like that, I love that. Like, not even just getting validation through equipment on like what I'm saying is there or whatever, but even if I just say, like, I'll tell them, hey, go put that music box over there. Like, put it there because there's something there. If that goes off, I'm excited about it because I knew that there was something over there.
Yes, verification.
Verification is wonderful.
Yes.
And it feels different. Like, you can feel when they're using you as the tool and when they step away and use the equipment. You can feel the energy shift from us to the equipment.
Absolutely. You know, I'm going to mention something today, and I'm glad you're bringing that up, Carrie Lynn, because I want to share an experience with y'all, if I may. Let me read this real quick here. Robert says each medium and seer can see spirit in a different way, which we just agreed with.
Yes.
Melissa hit, then they turned it into a church, daycare, and bar again.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's y'all. Rob said, church strippers. That would be an interesting sermon. Well, then.
Okay, folks. Carolyn's got a story.
Uh-oh. Go, Carolyn.
So everyone, and you guys aren't in my area, but I live down the street from a strip club that has a church in it.
Wow.
Yep.
I might.
And a church across the street, but there was a couple, minister and his partner, and they were give service because it also has like, I don't know, day, month, week, year housing rental upstairs as well too. It's sad. It's like the old Sleeman mansion. It's this beautiful old mansion and got turned into this strip club, but there was church inside it. You can look it up.
Interesting.
Well, that's a twist on faith.
And there's tunnels underneath it for like during Prohibition.
Oh,
so there's tunnels underneath as well too.
Let me in the tunnels.
By a railroad track. Could it not be any more charged?
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
I won't go church. Just saying.
I want to get in the tunnel. Sorry how I went sideways.
No, that's
girl. Hello, Jordan.
That was awesome. I got a new bucket list. All right, so that is intriguing as hell, actually. Totally intriguing. Wait a minute. Before I go here, Robert hits, nay, the twist on faith will cost you $50 extra.
Put it in play.
Okay, has tunnels also from the railroad. Oh,
Yes.
it's a lot of Shingon tunnels. Yeah.
We were known as like Nebraska's Little Vegas. There was so much crime and corruption in those tunnels. We had gangsters coming through our town on the railroad, going from like New York to Texas. It's been proven. This wasn't a good little town back in the day. Just saying.
Gotcha.
And everywhere there are spirits. Everywhere.
You know, that's interesting you say that. Because what I'm going to say is it's amazing to me with the amount of psychokinetic energy in this world right now, how we're even able to connect to a single spirit. Just saying.
Yeah.
Tuning in radio.
Yeah, exactly. It's like tuning in a radio. Let me hit there with Robert. I'm going to see here. I wouldn't doubt that they are everywhere. Thank you. And I totally agree. I wanted to share this with y'all tonight, especially now. We're coming close to the top of the hour. It has been an amazing show. I cannot thank y'all too for coming on tonight so much. I hope y'all will join us more because this has been such a blast. We just need
We'll
to
see you on the 10th.
Hi,
see.
Steve.
That's right.
That's right.
We need to get you to giggle more. We're gonna get you giggling more. Um, now let me share this experience. So today we were working on my, how do I say this? On my widow's home. Okay. We were cleaning clothes, putting stuff, finally getting to the house, taking care of business.
Yeah.
I was with both my daughters, but my youngest was with me all day. Now, what I wanted to share with you is that I detected and picked up how my youngest daughter is becoming strong with the force. And she has a very unique way of doing it. So we started talking. I got the fireplace lit. We're doing clothes. We're getting things packed. She stops. I'm like, what's the matter? She's like, I'm dizzy. Okay. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm walking down the hallway and she goes, we're not alone. I stop and turn back around. Now, how do you know that? She goes, because I'm dizzy. So you have learned your way. Now you're going to remember this child has been with Jimmy and I for a very long time, and she can push and pull energy without a shadow of a. She's her daddy mama without a shadow of a doubt. But she acknowledged today her ability. She, in her own way, detected her mother. Now I'm like, okay, this may be your way. And that's great. Then she stopped about an hour later. She's walking through and she got dizzy again. I'm like, you okay? She goes, yeah, mom's not here. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, something else is here. And she put her hand on the wall and she couldn't move. She just had to hold herself. I'm like, are you sure you okay? She goes, I'm fine. But there's someone else here and it's not mom. I'm like, okay. I watched this child grow into what she's doing now. Now, my other daughter, who I haven't seen in 10 years, came today and was working on the house. As she walked in, she was calm and cool until she got to the living room. I did not know. Now, this is my stepdaughter. She's not my blood. But to watch those two interact and to see her completely break down, I felt her energy change and I felt her break down. And she said, something is here and it's not mom. Anyone else?
It was a chirp.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm not by myself, by the way. So I'm watching both my children, my stepdaughter and my daughter. My stepdaughter confirms what my daughter is picking up. How effing cool is that?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
Yeah, I just was like, I was stunned. I was completely stunned on the experience that I had with my kids.
Yeah.
Howie, after the show, go up in the Pearl.
Leave them be. Leave them alone. Nope. I'm already getting the boop, boop, boop. Nope.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, see, I was getting that something wants you to go up and talk to it up in the Pearl. That's what I was getting.
It's
All right,
up.
I'm drawn to the loft.
It's up. It's above you.
So I wanted to share that. You may be picking one thing up, but I am picking something completely different up. It is time to end the show.
They're done with you, Howie.
Yes. No, you know what? It's really nice. I've gotten a lot of confirmation. In fact, last weekend, Ryan and I got confirmation as well here at the cabin. And he picked it up. Ryan's not as sensitive, but he felt my ex here last week. So I'm like, wow. I want to
Ryan's more
shoot.
sensitive than he knows.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he tries. I don't understand, but I think he's becoming into his own. Anyway,
I think it makes him nervous.
it does. I think so too. So, Carrie Lynn, we got to get you here. We have got to get you down here somehow.
We got to get up to her.
Oh, that too. Yeah. So Melissa even picks it up. Have a fabulous night, everybody. I'm the hell out of here. So I want to take this opportunity now to thank you all. Carrie Lynn, thank you for taking the time and putting your pants on to join
It
us.
was fun.
Rhonda, thank you for putting your bra on.
Glad I could oblige.
Keith, thank you for putting your boxers on. Sam, get your feet out of his crotch.
I'm not complaining.
Hi.
Hey, to each his own.
That's right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all riding with us tonight. It has been a blast. Hopefully, Rhonda, Carrie Lynn, you'll join us again.
Sure.
Of course.
I think
Yeah, we'll have to see y'all again.
definitely a show that I was not anticipating, but I definitely went down several rabbit holes, including a couple of bras I will use now for parachutes right on out of here. Just saying. We're good.
Glad we
Good
could
night.
assist.
Yeah.
Yes.
And travelers and ghost riders alike, thank y'all so much for being with us tonight, enjoying this 2 hours of crazy fun and great conversation. Oh my God. Was it good tonight? Oh,
Yes.
it was good, baby. It was good.
Another good show.
Another wonderful show.
It's great spending time and energy sharing space with you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Tune in tomorrow night to the Orion Effect with Rhonda and myself. And then right after that, check out Rhonda on the Vibe Network with Ryan. It's going to be a really good evening.
Yes,
Even though
we're
we know
talking
a lot's
60s
going
and 70s country music.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you know what? Now, before we get off, I have to say one thing. And this is nothing to do with the paranormal or spiritual. Some of you are understanding, some of you won't. Steve Borden, Sting, congratulations. You've had a wonderful career. We thank you for entertaining us. Good night, folks. Have a wonderful weekend.
Good night.
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 See y'all.